Welcome to Unsolicited, where I make videos about things that nobody asked me to. Recently, Chloe Bailey announced that she was releasing a collab with Chris Brown, which was met with a lot of backlash. People with angry Twitter fingers couldn't believe that Chloe would work with a man like Chris Brown, who has a very controversial history. Even Broken Promises put her 2 cents in on the situation. With all this outrage, I thought we should take a look back at Chris's past controversies, getting to the root of why people do not like this man. As always, a quick history lesson. Christopher Maurice Brown was born May 5th, 1989 in Virginia. He grew up singing in church and at talent shows, and in 2004 moved to New York to pursue his music career. He ended up signing to Jive Records and released his self-titled debut album in 2005, which became 3 times platinum. He came out the gate swinging with his main single Runnin', topping the Billboard Hot 100, making Chris the first male artist since Montel Jordan in 1995 to do so. Since then, Chris has continued to provide us with hits. He's had 10 studio albums, has sold over 197 million records worldwide, and has the most Billboard Hot 100 entries of any male singer in history. He's very talented, he sings, he dances, he acts, and is also an artist. His stage presence and ability to entertain has been compared to Michael Jackson. However, Chris's career has been plagued by his past mistakes. Now, we all know what happened in February of 2009. Chris and his then girlfriend Rihanna got into a physical altercation after leaving Clive Davis's pre-Grammy party. Rihanna was left with multiple injuries, and Chris was charged with felony assault. Chris was sentenced to 5 years probation, had to do community service and domestic violence counseling. Chris has never lived this down, and that one night has tainted his image forever. He and Rihanna did get back together after the incident, and she has said that she has forgiven him. It seems now that they're cordial, and Chris never fails to be up in Rihanna's comments, congratulating her or hyping her up about something.
Like, bro, if y'all still on that, then I feel sorry for y'all, because it's just like, it's over with. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have animosity about it. You know, I have remorse about it, and it's something that's really serious, like Rosenberg said. But as far as the situation, like, me and her, you know, we made amends. Like, we good. Like, you know, my friend, she my friend. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I knew that was a mistake that I will never make again.
Since 2009, though, Chris has had several run-ins with the law. In 2011, he had a meltdown backstage at Good Morning America after being asked about the Rihanna incident.
And I think I'm past that in my life, and I think today is the album day, so that's what I'm focused on. So everybody go get that album.
Well, that was very serious, what you went through and what happened. How have you been able to
I've been focusing on this album, you know. I think this album is what, you know, I want people to hear and want people to really get into. So definitely this album is what I want them to talk about, and not the stuff that happened 2 years ago.
He allegedly vandalized his dressing room, threw a chair out the window, was being combative with staff, and then fled shirtless. In 2013, Chris got into a fight with Frank Ocean outside of a recording studio over a parking spot. Their entourages got into a little tussle, and allegedly a homophobic slur was uttered. That same year, Chris was arrested for another felony assault after getting into it with some guys outside of the W Hotel. He spent 36 hours in jail, and the charges were reduced to a misdemeanor. Chris ended up going to rehab, but was kicked out for violent behavior in November of 2013 after he allegedly busted the windows out his mom's car on his Jasmine Sullivan vibes after a family session. In 2016, Chris was being investigated by the Las Vegas police after a woman claimed that he beat her and took her phone, which Chris denied. That same year, in August, Chris was arrested on suspicious assault with a deadly weapon after a woman claimed that he threatened her with a gun, but the charges were never filed. In June of 2017, Chris's ex-girlfriend Karuchi was granted a restraining order against him. She alleged that he sent her violent texts saying, "I'll beat the out of you and make your life a living hell." She also alleged that he was violent towards her during their relationship, saying there was an occasion where she was punched in the stomach and pushed down the stairs.
And make sure y'all don't be listening to all this bullshit, man. What are them people on the other side doing? Let them do what they doing. I don't know what they talking about. But just don't believe all that bullshit.
Next, in May of 2018, an anonymous woman accused Chris of sexually assaulting her at a party, but the case was settled out of court. In January of 2019, Chris was detained in Paris for another alleged sexual assault, but the accusation was dropped, and Chris ended up filing a defamation suit against the woman. In June of 2021, Chris was accused yet again of hitting a woman, and in January of 2022, he was sued by a woman for $20 million after she claimed he drugged her and violated her on a yacht in Miami in 2020. She also alleged that she had 2 other encounters with Chris where he became violent after she declined his advances. However, the case ended up being dismissed. Aside from his legal drama and accusations of assault, Chris gets a bad name for a few other reasons. For one, in 2016, he mocked Kehlani's attempt to unalive herself in support of her ex-boyfriend, Kyrie Irving. For years, Chris has been accused of colorism. As we can see by the women he dates, he likes them light bright, high yellow if you will.
You know, lighter complexion, you know, hair on, acid, embalming fluid, cigarettes. I'm just saying, Puerto Rican women, white women, Asian women.
Some of his lyrics have also rubbed people the wrong way. In Need a Stack, he says, "Only want to mess with the black bees with the nice hair." And when he was called out, he wanted us all to know that he doesn't care about the booty face bees, and that he's giving away free lace fronts for everybody with the Skid Row edges, and that some of y'all look like Budweiser frogs. That wasn't his only spin around the color is blocked though. In 2021, a woman revealed on TikTok that she was blocked from entering Chris's birthday party because he didn't want any quote quote darkies around.
Most disrespectful thing a black guy has ever said to you as a black girl?
Child, I got this one. I was 26 years old, standing in line at a very exclusive Los Angeles club. I live in Los Angeles, and I was with two light-skinned girls and one white girl. And we're walking into the club, and a very famous R&B singer, okay, walked up to me and looked at my girl and said, "You can get in, but no darkies." I kept walking because I was like, huh? He's like, "I said no darkies," and I was literally escorted off the property. Let's just say in that particular day, my dating preferences completely changed, and I just want to say to him, look at me now.
Guys, I had to end up vlogging tonight, innit? Because basically we were supposed to go and see Chris Brown. Hey, my leg. We were supposed to go and see Chris Brown. We got there was thousands of girls lining up there, like thousands of girls, and they're not getting in. And we were supposed to be on the VIP guest list. I will give you guys a don't go to what's it called? Proud whatever.
They forgot to tell us black girls ain't allowed.
They said no black girls allowed.
They're literally handpicking these
no
white girls.
Black girls allowed. No black girls allowed.
Shit. Chris Brown, what happened to Chris Brown, man?
They're only letting white things.
Your body speaks.
I'm not racist, innit? I'm not racist, but
your body lying
speaks to me.
All these allegations have tainted his image, which is why today there's so much outrage about him collabing with Chloe. They have a song coming out on the 24th called How Does It Feel? This led to a lot of backlash with people questioning why on earth Chloe would choose Chris of all people to work with. This person said Chloe Bailey's management has no idea who her target audience is. The people who like her do not like Chris Brown. It's 2023 and women still collabing with Chris Brown. This person said, "Girl, I'm so disappointed in you. You could have picked Giveon, Lucky Day, Bryson Tiller, but you chose Chris Brown." And Keely Williams, Miss Broken Promises herself, said let him come out with his own record. So genius, so captivating that it makes us all forget he beats women. He can't, so he won't. So what does he do? He slowly creeps back into the mainstream by getting small nods for features on black women's merit, black women who are more talented, more worthy, but give him the okay. In response, Chris started roasting Keely on Instagram. He was even throwing tomatoes in her Instagram comments. He said, obviously you're at a point in your life where you're either broke or broken, and he just went on to say that she's lame and immature. And Chris wasn't done. He said, if y'all still hate me for a mistake I made as a 17-year-old, please kiss my whole entire. I'm 33, I'm so tired of y'all running with the narrative. You're weird. Y'all are the same ones that tune in every week to see Blueface and Krishan beat each other up in front of the world. But that's okay, that's entertainment. Also, side note, I'm pretty sure Chris was 20 in 2009 because he was born in 1989, so I don't know what he's talking about at 17. Math ain't mathin', but okay. He also called out all the white people with assault allegations who have continued to have careers, basically saying, where's this energy for them? And in response to all this, Blueface put his little 2 cents in too.
We ain't got nothing to do with that, bro. I mean, like, handle your candle, deal with your situation how you deal with it. Only thing I disagree with is you posting all these random white people and me and the bitch and trying to like distract from your thing. You feel me? Like, you gotta stand on it, kid. Like, if you beat the bitch up, you beat the bitch up. Like, yeah.
Personally, I don't know why they're coming for Chloe like this. Like, she's not the first person to work with Chris Brown. Many women and men especially, have worked with him, and I didn't see no hate train coming for them. Chris just went on a whole tour with Lil Baby last year, and I didn't hear not one word about that. People were buying $1,000 tickets just to take a pic with this man. I feel like people just like to criticize Chloe in general. Everything she does gets ridiculed. It's always, she's doing too much, or she thinks she's Beyonce. Now it's, why is she collabing with Chris Brown? Everybody wants to pick and choose when they want to be outraged. Because like this person said, I didn't see nobody coming for Drake when they did No Guidance. No, y'all was singing You Got It, girl, you got, like, you were singing vocals. No outrage, vocals. Even with his violent past and his controversy, Chris Brown has a pretty strong fan base, which is why he hasn't been canceled. He's continued to release music, and he will continue to release music. So I don't know, y'all, we'll just have to see how the song does when it comes out. But for now, that's it. That's the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, all the things that YouTubers be telling people to do, and I'll see you next time. Bye.